In this lecture, I am discussing about waterfall model. Okay, so waterfall model is also known as linear sequential model. Okay, linear okay, so waterfall model is also known as linear sequential model. Okay, so what is exactly waterfall model? Okay, classical waterfall model is the base of software development lifecycle model or basic software development lifecycle model. Okay, earlier this model was very popular, but nowadays it is not used. But it is very important because all other software development lifecycle models are based on the classical waterfall model. Okay, a waterfall model. Okay, so next I am going to discuss the different stages of waterfall model. Okay, so this is the different stages of waterfall model. Okay, we have six different stages, sorry, six different stages: feasibility study, requirement analysis, design, coding, testing, and maintenance. Okay, we have feasibility study, then requirement analysis, design, coding, testing, then maintenance. So these are the different phases of waterfall model. Okay, so this model considered that one phase can be started after completion of the previous phase. Okay, that is, this phase is start only after completion of this feasibility study. Okay, so one phase can be started only after completion of the previous phase. That is, the output of one phase, that is, the output of feasibility study will be the input of requirement analysis. Okay, the output of one phase will be the input to the next phase. Thus, the development process can be considered as a sequential flow in the waterfall. Okay, and one more thing is that these phases do not overlap with each other. Okay, so what are the main points? This model considered that the one phase can be started after completion of the previous phase. That is, the output of one phase will be the input to the next phase. Output of one phase will be the input to next phase. Okay, so this is what waterfall model. Now let's discuss the different phases in detail. Okay, so what are the phases? Feasibility study, requirement analysis, design, coding, testing, and maintenance. Okay, so first one is feasibility study. Okay, the main goal of feasibility study or this phase is to determine whether it would be financially and technically feasible to develop the software. Okay, mainly we are discussing economic feasibility, technical feasibility, and schedule feasibility. Okay, so what is this economic feasibility? It is nothing but whether the product can develop within a particular budget, mainly focus on cost. Within that particular budget, whether the product can develop. That is what we are checking. Okay, next come to technical feasibility. It means whether the developing organization have the technical competence required to develop the software. Okay, technical competence, whether that organization have the technical competence. That is what technical feasibility. Okay, then next come to schedule feasibility. It is nothing but within the particular time period whether the product can develop. Okay, particular time period. That is what we are mainly discussing in feasibility study. That is, the main goal of this feasibility phase is to determine whether it would be financially and technically feasible to develop the software. Okay, so that is what feasibility study. Then next come to requirement analysis. Requirement analysis is nothing but to understand the exact requirement of the customer and document them properly. Okay, understand exact requirement requirements of the customer and document them properly. Document them. Okay, that is what requirement analysis. Okay, then next come to design phase. Here mainly the design phase helps in specifying hardware and system requirements and also defining overall system architecture. Okay, specifying hardware and system requirement and also and overall system architecture. Okay, overall system architecture. Okay, that is what happening in design phase. Next come to coding phase. Okay, so this phase is also known as implementation phase. Implementation phase. Okay, in this phase the problem is implemented by coding for the design part. Okay, such that the design is translated into machine readable form. Okay, each component of the design is implemented as a program module. Okay, it is nothing but the design is translated into machine readable form. Okay, that is what coding. Then come to testing phase. Okay, testing is nothing but the actual result. That is, after coding we will get a result. That actual result, whether we are checking whether the actual result is same as the expected result. That is what happening in testing phase. Actual result and expected result. Actual result equal to expected result. Okay, so this is what we are checking in testing phase. Okay, then come to maintenance phase. Okay, maintenance phase we are checking three things. That is, make sure that the application is up and running in the respective environment. Okay, then next one is, in case user encountered a defect, make sure to note and fix that issue. Okay, then update the environment with the latest features. Okay, three things are discussed here. That is, application is up. Okay, next is defect free. Then next is update. Okay, first one is make sure that the application is up and running in the respective environment. Okay, the next one is in case user encountered a defect, make sure to note it and fix the issue. Okay, the next is update the environment with the latest features. Okay, so these are the main things in waterfall model, main phases in waterfall model. Okay, thank you.